What up YouTube, I'm Eric, thank you for clicking on the video, and the creator of the Looniverse has returned, baby. Of course, I'm talking about HeeJin coming back with her new mini album K. Of course, with the new mini album comes a shiny new music video for us to dissect for the sake of the Looniverse stuff, so let's see what we can find. Now, if you do end up liking the video, please leave a like. It really does help support the channel and makes it easier for other viewers to find too. Your support on these videos really means a lot considering I usually don't make anything from these videos. I say usually now because someone at either YouTube or Modhouse content claimed the Everything You Missed Air Force One video for like the first 2 days, then removed the claim for like 12 days, then they claimed it again. So Modhouse, I'd very much appreciate it if you just let it slide and not for just 12 days this time. But that being said, if you like what I do here, you want to see more videos like this in the future, consider hitting that subscribe button. But let's begin this breakdown of the music video of HeeJin's Algorithm. Right off the bat, we are greeted by our lovely Princess HeeJin, along with our entourage of court ladies and palace maids at her service. Here we have an Instagram type of SNS page for @KRPrincess, which is HeeJin here. There's also an @ for Korean Princess 2, though the 1 here is now a 2. So if we had the 1 and the 2, we see 12, referencing the 12 members of LOONA. Also, if you do go on Instagram and look up both of these accounts, they are real. And they have behind the scenes pictures, as well as a lot of pictures of HeeJin in the Princess Hanbok on Korean Princess 1. On Korean Princess 2, we see behind the scenes pictures of her in each variant of her streetwear outfits, and even some pictures of her with the other members of Artemis. As we scroll through this definitely not Instagram page, we see posts of her in scenes that are actually in the music video. Here we have an arrangement of videos of old school makeup. Now the amount of likes each post have seems to be just an arbitrary number, but do let me know if you see something. Now we have HeeJin going live at 12:40 on definitely not an Instagram page for Korean Princess 1 and instantly having 12,910 viewers. Also shout out to HJFlower00 for being the first comment. Also HJFlower00 hitting us up with the
素敵すぎるのでは.
Now we have HeeJin on her laptop with a bunch of stickers on it. And now at 12:41, she's watching Odd Eye Circle's Air Force One music video, but it's a live stream, and it's using the same chat from when HeeJin was streaming, like BStars_HJ. HeeJin isn't even in the music video at this point. Now HeeJin does the thing that most of us have done before, which is going from the computer, scrolling through SNS, stepping away from the computer, then going on your phone to do literally the exact same thing you were just doing. Hashtag relatable. Here we have HeeJin learning to properly walk with assistance of bowls. Nope, no, not that kind of bowl. Here we have HeeJin running away from her entourage. And it seems like it worked, because now she's here with the members of Odd Eye Circle, KimLip, Jinsol, and Cherry. Here we have KimLip putting a tiara on HeeJin. You may think it's a crown, but it's actually a tiara. Crowns are full circles, like the ones in One and Only and Air Force One, whereas tiaras are semicircles. HeeJin wink. Here's OEC Plus in a photo booth. Here we have HeeJin and Cherry, and we get to see what's on Cherry's shirt, which reads Roll the Dice, Baddie, and 2001, which Roll the Dice is a lyric in Algorithm, and 2001 is Cherry's birth year. Also on the corners, we have some shapes that represent the old units of LOONA. Aside from HeeJin's parallelogram, the square is for LOONA 1/3, the circle is for Odd Eye Circle, and the triangle is for YY by Y. In these photos, we have HeeJin with bunny ears and OEC Plus doing what looks like the pose LOONA 1/3 does for their greetings.
둘, 셋. 안녕하세요. 이달의 소녀 3분의 1입니다.
As some of the pictures change, we see Odd Eye Circle actually in their outfits from Air Force One. Wait, Cherry has pants for her pants. What the f? This says happy birthday, and that says photoism. These signs say algorithm. On this sign, you can kind of read what it says. Hashtag HeeJin, hashtag A, which is her blood type, kind of weird to know. Hashtag 2000, which is her birth year. Hashtag Modhouse Inc., hashtag Artemis, and hashtag ENTP, which officially her MBTI is ENTJ, so maybe it got updated. There are also these, which I can't really make out what they say, but this one ends with LY. This is OEC Plus in a karaoke cafe. Oh, that transition with the clap. Here we have HeeJin in a dance studio practicing. Actually, wait. I did some super sleuthing and found out this is actually like a clothes shopping area for a coffee shop called Band Coffee and Retail Shop. Pointless, but I was curious. Well, the time here is 12:40, which is the same time as the first live stream at the beginning. And oh, it's the vivid, oh my god, yes, choreo. Here we have HeeJin waiting for her turn for a dance audition. Everyone calm down, calm down. Cho Mama has entered the building. Just drink water and everything will be alright. And here we have HeeJin actually in the audition, similar to Lusemble's Sensitive music video, where they also were auditioning, but for them was for LOONA Assemble. I hate myself because every time I see this head shaking motion, I think of that one Vine. Ooh, this scene looks very similar to the scene in Vivid. Now, I'm no expert, but this kind of sounds like Morse code. So when I tried to put it in a Morse code decoder, I got EREIS, which is essentially nothing, but there are enough letters in the correct spot to assume that it was supposed to be Artemis. I don't know, maybe I'm just fooling myself. And now we just have a bunch of NG and behind the scenes shots. And of course, we have to end with our lovely princess. But yeah, that was my full analysis of HeeJin's algorithm music video. Not as much as I thought there was going to be. Maybe I'm just underthinking things, but what I think and what seems like the general consensus is that the music video doesn't hold much, if any, progressive LOONAverse story, only minor hints and references to previous LOONA things. But as a standalone music video, it's great. Nice colors, very vibrant, and it does feel like this is Vivid reimagined, or at least a 2023 update to it. The song is incredibly addictive and fits HeeJin very well. However, if I missed anything in the music video, do let me know in the comments, and hey, if you liked the video, please leave a like. It really does help support the channel and allows other theaters to find the video too. And if you like what I do here and you want to see more videos like this in the future, hit that subscribe button. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Later.